Alright, now we just got done with her being a little person, and now we're on to the condenser, and it looks like she's still a little kid. This is right before she joins the CIA, but right after she crashed that party with revenge.
I like that.
Which, that is my favorite level of this game. No level has been as much fun as that party. Just because it was so predictable, because it's just a bunch of stupid teenagers. If they were teenagers, Ellen Page looks like she's 10. And then they start bullying her. It's just really good.
Do you really think she had to drink a beer? Like, when she was in her green suit? Just like...
I hope so.
Launched a program to study the other side. The infraworld as they
Oh
call it.
no.
They've created a
The
condenser
infraworld.
to open a rift to what lies beyond.
So it's basic. They're establishing some kind of parallel universe or a spirit world right now.
Entities got through the
Yeah,
basement, we couldn't
yeah.
shut down the
Why
condenser.
can't it just be superpowers? Like, we have to get so deep in the game.
Well, this is just what David Cage does. Like, it was the same in Indigo Prophecy, and it was even in Heavy Rain, and I heard this, that in, like, a director's cut, maybe not of the game, but in, like, a commentary, David Cage cut out a lot of scenes from Heavy Rain, just because of the fact that it was, the character Ethan having these super spiritual visions of another world.
Like Pacific Rim.
Oh, except worse. Pacific Rim was totally fine in terms of the other world. Maybe
like
not
how-
totally fine.
I like
but
how pretty the other world was.
it
Like,
was really beautiful.
Guillermo del Toro does a good job of making other worlds pretty. Like Pan's Labyrinth, the other world.
It's a
was
really
just like,
good looking movie.
Wow.
So now,
Even like the horrible area Hellboy goes to in the second Hellboy movie was beautiful.
it's just really good. And now we're at a crime scene, and I don't. Okay. Oh, we're doing prompts. Okay.
If Ivan Ooze was the bad guy in this, it'd be a grime scene.
What are you thinking?
I wish he was the bad guy.
She's the only one that can stop
Wouldn't that be so awesome? Ivan Ooze, the bad guy in this Ellen Page movie game.
Okay. So apparently we're not gathering information. I guess Willem Dafoe is.
Doesn't know.
Maybe he's a detective?
I'm guessing he's probably a forensics officer.
I don't even know if he works for the CIA or if he just recommends that she be trained by them.
Can she see other ghosts or?
That's not even been established. Like, she can't see Aiden.
Hmm.
She just senses him. They killed everything. That's the greatest quote. I don't even really know. It looks like we're in a hotel. Or a hospital.
The condenser is in the lower basement. You need to find the control room.
Turns out this game's about zombies.
Oh. It's not spirits and zombies.
It's like you have the only ghost.
Around the rift.
The only ghost in a world of
Depths
zombies.
of the other side.
Yeah, so now we're explaining that there are spirits that come from this infra world, and
They attach themselves to people to like
not just that,
anchor themselves.
there are some that are like monsters. Like, that's what this was caused by, these spirits.
That was caused by spirit monsters.
Yeah. Those are the same monsters that attacked her at the end of the last part when she was a little kid, and we were still trying to figure out if Aiden was just evil sometimes, or if it was something else. Apparently it was something else. And she's maybe not in tune with it, but she's just overtly aware of these things.
I wonder if like we get to see what these monsters look like as Aiden at some point.
I would assume so, just because that's something that David Cage loves, big reveals of stuff like that. So I would assume that she's gonna go to Infraworld, that you're gonna see all of that. Is this yeah, I can go through here.
There was a game I was watching Mark Plyer play the other day where it was pissing me off how stressful it was. I can't remember, I think it's called Knock Knock. If anybody gets a chance to play that, it's terrifying, but like you can't run as a character, you can only walk away from things, so like the whole time he's walking away from something, you're just like it's like miserable. Like
No, it's not a doorway. I walked into a wall. It's just
the lift. Because we're in Britain. It'd be funny if it said left and it's clearly right.
We got band-aids and just Blood.
This is a prequel to Walking Dead.
Something like that. Ellen Page is Clementine. And the Origami Killer.
God.
She's the Clementine Origami Killer Page. Ellen Page.
Ellen Killer, Origami Killer.
7.
Ellen Page, Killer Page.
See what you can do, Aiden.
Okay, so now
Degenerates.
Aiden's got to go and... Oh, thanks for... Yeah! So,
I'm so glad that they move this game around a lot, but I'm really glad that they didn't decide to make the tutorial all over the place. Like, can you imagine if they decided to make the tutorial, like, there's the beginning of the game where you're a little girl, and that's, like, deeper into the game.
Yeah.
But what if they decided to make the tutorial only the parts where you're a little girl? Like, otherwise you just had to figure shit out. That'd just be miserable. Like, you had to work to get to the tutorial.
Well, let's be totally honest. This is miserable. It's just that it could be, and I didn't think I'd say this, but it could be worse.
Oh, yeah.
This game, that's one thing I really want to stress, is that as much as I say I hate this game, it is still better, MASH, than I thought it would be.
I'm surprised. I have semi-high expectations for this game, because it was just, I had seen so many previews of it, and I was like, oh, this could be good. And then it ended up being, you know, kind of an asshole.
It just... I mean, I had my hopes up when I heard Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe were going to be in it.
Right.
But then, I mean, you just have to remember that David Cage made it. It's kind of like when Uwe Boll decides to make a movie, and you're like, oh my goodness, I love the game Blood Rain, or I love, you know, whatever he's going to make. But then you remember, oh, that's right, he's the one making it, so it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to... What? What is this? Why?
What are you like healing this guy?
No, I'm making her have a flashback by shooting the light into her face.
It's weird. It's weird that you had to make that happen.
Right? It's just using the stupid stick. Okay, so they got hit and they died. I mean, I think we could have figured that out. Maybe all the blood on the floor would have helped us put that together.
The pieces of a puzzle you can only figure out by making more pieces.
Yeah, it's not great. But now we're going in the lift, so it's fine. And are we back to moving around? Nope. I think the only way this game will frustrate me more is the way she sees the spirits is by pulling out a video camera and looking at them with the screen.
Man, I for a second thought that you knew that that was how it was going to be, and I was
No.
like, we shouldn't play this game anymore.
No, I don't think that is. I hope it's not. I'd much rather she just have infraworld vision.
I think it'd be like, it'd probably be almost just as bad if, like, she figured out how to fuse herself with Aiden, and like she got some sort of Super Saiyan ghost powers doing that.
Yeah, it would just. Speaking of Super Saiyan powers, Indigo Prophecy, terrible game. There's just that game starts out just so okay. It starts out fine, but then you reach a certain point in the game and you have to just mash furiously. You reach a certain point in the game where it's like, okay, I've done fight scenes and investigations and stuff, and then there's just a fight scene where you fly and do super kung fu and run along the walls and run on buildings.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay, so,
The fact that they sent her in alone is crazy to me. Like,
and that no one, it looked like no one tried to stop her. That Willem Dafoe was just like, it's cool.
well, he doesn't know. Oh!
Is that a thing? Do I need to?
Okay.
That thing got up for sure.
Yeah, it really did. I was like, how is this gonna happen? What are we gonna do?
Please just throw her face in the furnace and make it over.
We know for a fact it wasn't in there. You just go through CIA training.
She hasn't even gone through CIA training yet.
Yeah, I know, like we're in the past now.
Oh no, I failed the mash, and he
Dear
looked at me in
sweet
the
Lord.
face. What a funny punishment for failing a mash prompt.
Right? It's like, guess who's gonna get scared? It's you!
Oh, I guess maybe I didn't fail the prompt. Maybe it wasn't possible, because now I have to go through...
Man, She reacted in such a non-pussy way. Like, I would have, like, peed everywhere. The
Oh,
urine
dude.
probably would not have stopped.
Right? Do I need to... Did I... Okay. Doors opened. I guess.
Man, she was walking right into the fire. Like,
She doesn't care.
I know.
Well, I don't know if you are aware of this, but if you were here for the parts where this happened, but Aiden can create force fields around her.
I think you were telling me that last time, but I totally forgot about
Okay,
it.
oh, now I'm about to steal the memories again. Oh, that's right, I gotta hold the button. And so I gotta direct the light with Aiden's...
I don't
Look at
understand.
this!
I just don't understand that. It's like there's memories just flowing out of this person.
Right? It's like phlegm. And I have to shoot the light right into her face. And there's just no... We're getting no information. I mean, people are dying, for sure. But we could have figured that out. Now,
It's cool that they went to the trouble of animating it for us, though.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't take away from the game. Okay,
It's just
can I,
easy to, like, say. They could have made this game way less expensive by doing it in a different way.
doing it in a better way. Because I'm going to try and push them to fail, and then Aiden's going to do it for me. From what I can tell, that's what this game is now. It's just, here's a regular human being who can't do stuff, so here's a ghost to help you do it. Is it? Yeah, just shoot it in her face.
So
It's
weird.
just all that fart gas.
Ghost goo.
And so this guy... Whoa! Okay, that was actually... That was a more impressive way to go.
Well, what the hell kind of creature? Was that like one of the demons from fucking Supernatural?
Oh, probably. Please tell me I run into Dean and Sam here.
They kill her because she's not human entirely.
Right. They just shoot me with a rock salt. That sounds different when you say it like that. It sounds like it means something else.
I was listening to Lee talk about... Lee is somebody the audience doesn't know.
That's right, but he might be in videos later.
Right? That might be cool. He was telling me about how, like, Dean has been established as this guy who just kills monsters regardless of anything. And Sam let a monster go because she had a kid or whatever.
Yeah.
And Dean ended up tracking her down and killing the mom, and then looking at the kid and being like, if you want revenge, come after me. And all I could think was like, if you're going to go to the trouble of killing a monster that somebody let go, kill its kid. Don't give yourself that stress later. Like, kill it. If you're going to be the guy who kills the motherfucking monsters, kill motherfucking monsters.
Now, what is...
And it's kind of hard to say, like, you know, kill children, but you gotta.
You gotta kill all the vamps. You just... Actually, vampires need to die all the time. I've slowly started to like vampires less. And no doubt that's probably just because of the way a lot of the pop culture is going right now.
Twilight.
Just the way that... Not even that, but even stuff like... I know that a lot of people like True Blood, and it's a well-made show. It's
Honestly,
not
that show is
lacking in-
really fun to laugh at, man. That show is so fun to laugh at.
It's not lacking in budget or anything, but I watch it and I just think, I don't want to see this.
Well, I just don't like the thing that made me think like, oh, I don't want to watch this is the way they do werewolves, but I watched it anyway, and I have a good time watching it. It's fun.
Now, speaking of fun, it would be great if we could have some while playing this game.
That's definitely true.
Because I haven't had fun playing this game since the party. The party was so much fun.
And there's gonna be a fight scene, and it's just gonna be like press X a bunch, now press square a couple times, triangle, now back to X.
And it's just going to be miserable. It's not going to be fun.
Man, if I was her, I would not have gone to that trouble. I would have gone back
don't-
inside and been like, hey, my way is blocked, sorry.
It hasn't even really been established why she's venturing so... Oh man, good job, camera. It hasn't even... Or at least as-
papers.
as far as I can tell, it hasn't even really been established why she has to go in there, because she has Aiden and all that, and good for her. But can she even do anything about these monsters?
I'm sure that her ghost buddy can.
I'm sure that Aiden's... Well, at this point, I'm saying that Aiden's got it. Because he's got healing powers, he's got move powers. Apparently, you can't do anything to him.
I think of him more as like a Mixelplex type character.
Yeah. That's either way.
It's like his science from his dimension is just so advanced it looks like magic.
Knowing David Cage, I would be willing to guess right now though that Aiden is not the product of science. That he's like a spirit. I could be totally wrong. I could very easily be wrong. Is there anything that we can do here? Oh, I saw a blue dot.
I feel like David Cage could do a good Superman movie. Like, he seems to be able to do, like, the unbeatable monster powers, as well as, like, I don't know, Superman's not usually super fun, like, to read. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who would disagree with me, especially Mark, but, like, there are times when, like, you get into a story of Superman and you're just like, man, that sucks for Superman. But good thing he's Superman, and that's, like, the redeeming quality every single time. Like, what does he have to be sad about? He can fly over everything all the time.
I don't even think I wouldn't trust David Cage to make anything. I
don't know, this game is so, like, production quality good, like, and especially if he got together with Christopher Nolan for the story, so it matched, like, the movie a bit, could be cool.
If you paired David Cage with a guy that knew what he was doing, then I'm sure it would turn out fine.
Wish I could say the same for Ben Affleck.
Well, are you not a fan of him as a director?
I like Ben Affleck in Argo and stuff. I just, like, I think about him as Batman, and I'm not necessarily upset. I want to give him a chance. I'm still at that point where I'm just like, I just don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Like, I still can't see it. It's been like a month now, and I still can't see it. Do I just walk through the fire?
And everybody's just like, the internet's never happy about anything. Everybody needs to just get over it. I'm like, well, fuck. People weren't happy about anything even before the internet. Why not? You just listen to fans when they talk. I mean, there's nobody who's perfect, but at least get a majority ruling.
Oh, man. We're doing fire extinguishers now. And,
on.